What's up, everybody? Old man back out here in the shop. I took a little bit of video yesterday and worked on this video, but I didn't get it done. We went testing until 6 o'clock this morning with the RC cars. There's a couple of cash days this weekend, and we've got 2 cars we'd like to enter, and in order to have those cars ready, we are doing everything we possibly can to make sure the cars are as good as they can possibly be. So anyway, I want to get into this video today because I think a lot of people are waiting on it, and I'm pretty excited to tell a story about Texas 2K and spend a little bit of time with Chris Hamilton. I need to tell you the story about the time we spent with Chris, but in order to tell that story, I got to explain how we ended up there and why we ended up there, and that's today's video. Started taking it yesterday. Here we go. What's up, everybody? I am out here working today at the shop. I am in the middle of draining Lake Traxxas. This is my short course stadium truck RC track that I built a few months ago. Watch out, June. And it's full of water, so I got to dig this trench out across here to get to the creek. Drain this water out. I'm gonna put some drainage tile in here. Of course, June Pup's down here. Hey, no, you're gonna get me all muddy. Sit right there. Don't climb up on me. You gotta stay on the floor right there, honey. Your paws are all muddy. So anyway, that's what I'm doing today. We've made it to the precipice here. We're about to turn this water loose. Here we go. We're doing it, June. We're draining the lake. Woohoo! So while this stuff's draining out now, I think me and June's gonna go in the shop. I finished my last video off yesterday, well, whenever it was. And I promised y'all we'd talk a little bit about when we went and visited Boosted down in Texas and the reason we were there. So let's go in the shop and we'll work on this video while this is draining out. And talk a little bit about Texas 2K.
Right now, Harris County Sheriff deputies, DPS, HPD, and even more agencies are undercover looking for illegal street racers in different parts of the county.
When we headed down to Texas 2K in 2019, we had no idea the craziness that would ensue that weekend. So we got to BAYTOWN Thursday afternoon. Stopped by a little car wash down there and blew all the dust and dirt and grime off a little S10. Met with some friends of ours down there that helped us out a little bit. And then we headed to dinner. Had steak with Limpy and Richard Garcia. Had a wonderful time. And then we headed out for the local street action that night. I was a little bit concerned with security that night.
I'm pulling in our parking lot of the hotel. I was going to just get pizza. To turn in and go and spending almost $100 on steak and then get bit by a street racer.
Yep. Well, I mean, you're here. Might as well.
I told Billy when we got there, I'd rather lay low, not show our cards, and just check out the action. There was some players there that we really wanted to pay attention to see just how fast they were and how consistent they were. So we left the truck on the trailer Thursday night and spectated. Leaving the truck on the trailer Thursday night at Texas TK was the best thing we probably could have done. This young man lost control of the Mustang, jumped a curb. Nobody got hurt. The Mustang got tore up a little bit, but luckily it was fixable pretty easy. We left that spot, and before we could even get started at the second spot, the cops showed up there. It was hot Thursday night in Houston, in more ways than one. By Friday night, we were ready to drop the ramps. We needed to unload the truck someplace and make a hit, just to shake the truck down and make sure there wasn't anything wrong with the truck after the long trip from Ohio all the way to Texas. Now, the main goal was Limpy's cash days on Saturday. We didn't want to do anything to jeopardize getting put in jail or having the truck impounded before Saturday, but we definitely wanted a little action. So we got locked in with none other than Jeepers Creepers.
Holy fucking shitballs. Boy, that kid truck's fucking fast.
The street racing channel S10 from Ohio had just taken out Jeepers Creepers on a road in BAYTOWN, Texas that we had never sat on before. We didn't have time to celebrate though. The cops showed up shortly thereafter.
We're a long ways from home, buddy.
We had achieved our goal. We'd made a hit in BAYTOWN, didn't get busted, and the truck was spot on. We were ready for Saturday's cash days, and we weren't in jail yet.
Incredibly high rates of speed. We've got marked units. We are saturating the roads. You're going to see a police presence this weekend like you haven't seen in a long time.
So here we are at a legit Limpy's Cash Days in Texas. South of the Red River, the races that battled between Oklahoma and Texas that brought us the Street Outlaws television show. Billy was just about to go up for first round when tragedy struck. BAYTOWN police showed up and Billy made a run for it. After we got run out of BAYTOWN, we headed for the last spot we had to use, one of Limpy's favorites. It was a concrete road out in the middle of nowhere. Only the occasional semi would pass by. It was time to clock in. Billy had made it through first round, but there was a problem.
Back here at the spot, we drew for second round just now. I've got this little silver F body back here. We do have a problem. I have no second gear in this transmission right now, and we rolled the sprag. Has no second gear at all.
So as Billy's getting ready to go up for second round, he knows he has no second gear. His only hope is to go from low straight to high. What he didn't realize was he'd already burnt the high gear clutches out of it against Capone first round. Literally, low gear was all he had. But we're in Texas, we're at cash days, and we're not going down without a fight. Devastating, really. We had driven from Ohio all the way to BAYTOWN, Texas. After making an incredible pass in BAYTOWN against Jeepers, we really thought we had a good shot at winning that deal. The truck was doing incredible. It was the best it had ever been with a turbo 400 transmission. But unfortunately, that rolled sprag and the burnt high gear clutches put an end to our Texas 2K weekend. Or did it? I called up Boosted. I said, hey man, we're in Texas. You want to get dinner? He's like, yeah, stop by. So Billy and I head up to Dallas, Fort Worth. We're thinking we're just going to get dinner with Chris, hang out for a little bit. But that's not what happened. Stay tuned.